Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going deeper into manufacturing, wrapping up the last bits before we can get the parts to help Frake blow up the sychroton as she planned. Today we're going to be creating that passkey, so that way we can get into that terminal that's next to Frake's hideout. So we're just speeding up our little entry process here as we make our way back into manufacturing, and let's get this show on the road. Hopefully we'll be able to find the last of the materials in this tram station that we're unlocking, so that way we can get back to Frake with pumps completed. And looks like we got some roadkill opportunity. Ooh, okay. Oh, so the vehicle does decent damage, hurting them. Ooh. Oh, nice, he bled out. Sweet. Pipe pistol, everyone. Very good gun for early on. Alright, get this forklift here to help us grab any extra materials. Open the gates, and let's see what we got. Radio, so it looks like the order is still here. But that's free military scrap. Some stuff in here, more tools. Yep, we're here. And it looks like we have a tram. We'll send that back to the office real quick and bring it right back so that way it's unlocked for us.
Threat in sight.
Uh-oh. Didn't get the drop on him like I was hoping. That's alright. Ooh, and smack. Alright. Going full Gordon Freeman on these guys. Alright, anything up here? A little bit of computer components and whatnot. Just get the cart to dump a bunch of stuff real quick. Alright, and then we can go ahead and see what exactly is on these terminals in that recording of Mance. So let's see what we got here. Portal grounding. We're trying to compare your readings from Antiverse 16 with our research on IS-0138. Our goal is to figure out why test subjects often emerge from portals close to original entry point. It is convenient, I suppose, but damned confusing. We don't know either. It feels like our two systems are operating on completely different principles. Well, they are different universes, we think. Indeed, the furniture store isn't located in our universe, or at least not our exact time period. I don't know. We know it's in Boston, though. Excellent. Maybe we can catch the Celtics some weekend. Just watch out for the rabid fans. Alright, then we have rock larks. Lenora, we had some issues with the specimens you brought back from A24. Was there anything unusual about the rock larks? Did you notice any strange behaviors? Idris, I'm not an expert. I wouldn't know if one of was acting weirdly. They're fairly strange to begin with. What's the problem? We're fairly certain one of them wasn't a rock lark at all. We're not really sure what it is. Some kind of emulator? Able to adopt different appearances? A shapeshifter? For want or better word, yes, a creature pretending to be a rock lark. We checked on the specimens this morning. One had vanished. In its place appeared to be a member of the research team. I swear, Daria almost let it out. It talked to us, speaking in cliches, and seemed obsessed with food. It was downright freaky. Eventually, it produced a stapler from somewhere. We still have no idea how it did that. We got a note about the coworker. An 0014 issue. We've run into serious issue with IS-0014. Its temporal distortion increases the closer we get, meaning that as soon as our instruments touch it, they stop working. There's no way to take a sample. With respect, Daniel, it's your job to find a way around this. I know, but Dr. Raranokov touched it and was practically stuck to it for the next 20 minutes. Now Dinah Kafter's team wants to assess the effects on him, which is fair enough, but we're still no closer to discovering where on earth this came from or who made it. I think we can be fairly sure it wasn't Turken nomads, so that's a start. Alright. Now let's also see what Mance has to say.
Dr. Tenku appears to have made a breakthrough, but we've had false starts before. But this time, her results seem reproducible. I almost can't believe it. Tengu has discovered a new kind of bosonic matter, a sort of negative photon, and in so doing, unlocked an entirely new mathematics. Exactly what this means for research here at Cascade is unclear. We are charting new territory and making new discoveries almost daily. I feel we have passed through the looking glass.
Dang, that's a lot of discoveries there. So I guess that coworker that's been begging us for food isn't really a person, but he hasn't harmed us. And I guess he gives out staplers to people that feed him. Then they got this whole weird thing with some new matter that they're finding out. Probably what led to this whole incursion in the first place. Alright. Let's try and sneak around to get that guy. See what they're guarding here. Maybe they won't see me coming and I could get a good smack on him like that. Clearly they didn't hear the ping of his helmet falling off, so let's do that again. And dude, trifecta hat trick. Literally all three of their hats falling off. That's pretty good. Don't need that one. Does this dude drop anything? No, we're good. Alright. Alright, let's give a little check up top. Any goodies up here? No. Power plug, I guess, if we wanted to make a thing. Oh, Mance.
A microscopic entity in its home antiverse. IS-121 is a staggering titan in our own. How the gatekeepers managed to secure not one, but two of these behemoths is quite frankly beyond me. I suspect it is best not to ask. They are a necessary force. Confronting nightmares and returning with them in chains. 121. An incredible specimen. Our research continues.
Hope that didn't break containment. What do we got here?
What purpose do you have with this anomaly? Speak. The auto system should have been fail-safe. Tell me, what is the purpose of this train's perpetuity? What disaster the cruise has been
it, but keep it going.
Explain yourself.
But keep it
Why
going.
must this vehicle
Must persist at all costs.
Tell me this instant.
The dark lens. They removed it, but
Prometheus,
could not
your
comprehend
brethren
the
of madmen
effects.
using your science to taunt
Oh,
things you
that's
cannot
what I must do.
comprehend.
Furnace. Fuel
The
this machine.
gatekeepers will not
So
help
it
you
continues
now.
on forever.
Tell me,
The auto
what is
system
the
should have
purpose
failed.
of this train's perpetuity?
Alright, that's enough from you, bud.
Fix it. We must
You're
fix it.
just going as
Keep
crazy as this guy is, so let's
Must persist at
keep
all
you out of your
costs.
misery and
The dark lens.
I don't know, maybe
The train
this
must
dude.
go on, yes, no matter
No,
what.
he's
I cannot rest.
seems to have like lost his mind or something.
What will happen?
Let's start grabbing some of the stuff here around the train that we're on and see if we can make any use out of it. Bunch of recipes from that pocket watch, so that's good.
What's this?
Get out of here. Okay, perfect. Grab his stuff. We're running out of room. I'll just equip that to give me a little bit more room. We don't really need a radio pack. Alright, let's see where this train goes. Some more supplies, it's always good. Yeah. Oh, running out of room. Quick inventory management here. Before we press on a little bit further, because I kind of want to get a little bit of everything that I can here. There we go. Got a dude looking out. Oh, let's see. Into the endless unknown with you. Alright. Let's see what else. Car battery. Got the recipe for a charging station out of it. That's sick. So maybe we can make our own charging station so we don't have to keep using the gate ones. And let me just pick pick up the stuff that I actually want here. Let's see. Okay, that's blocked off. We gotta find a different way around. Maybe up here. Yeah, let's keep moving. Climb deck down here. This kind of reminds me of that old, if anyone played like the old GoldenEye games, 007. Kind of reminds me of that train level where you have to like go through the train car in like different ways. But I want that 9mm. Yes. Anything in here? No. Get a dude here. Okay. Ooh, I want that silver. What can we give it? We don't need plastic right now. This is what we came in here for. Silver scrap. This is, I believe we need this to make our solder. Got 2 dudes up here. Gonna have a little gunfight with them. Okay, if they don't push me, I'm gonna die. Oh, he's retreating. He's bleeding out. He's down. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's why they go for the medics first. My dude just actually healed him. Back up. But we shot him back down. And now it's his turn to... You know what, screw it, let's just bomb him. There we go. I forget that these guys, I think, are resistant to guns because they wear body armor. So, it's kind of a no-brainer there, but... I wanted to try and get at least some accuracy, HP, or XP. Let's see. Hopefully this guy didn't hear everything that just happened. Nope, he's deaf. And then he pays the price for being deaf. Alright, get out of that radioactive waste. Let's keep getting some more axle grease, because who knows when we're gonna need it. And what do we got? Can we unlock this door? Yeah, we don't need glue. I want this. Train. Maybe we'll unlock that, kind of like what we did with Flat Hills. Go underneath the laser, kill this dude. Get rid of that guy. That power charge is like way too strong, I feel like, but it's funny. Let's see what Vince has to say.
Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Though I struggle to accept the implications, the data gives me no choice.
Oh, it doesn't look like he's going on the radio like he normally does when you walk far away. Let's go ahead and replay that real quick so we can get that.
At worst, Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Though I struggle to accept the implications, the data gives me no choice. The train's momentum is tied inextricably to the atomic attractions of the region it appears to be passing through, indefinitely. If it were to stop, the limit of the ensuing chaos is at best uncertain, at worst, immense. I'll be drafting up containment procedures in the morning.
He thinks that the train just can never stop? It's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess that explains why that guy keeps shoveling coal all the time into it. He's not leaving, just ignoring the soldiers and stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and take the tram back, now that we have it unlocked. So, I've been thinking and doing some reflecting over the past couple months, and I'm starting to realize more and more that I've never really felt as creative in my life until now. I think I know why now. It's gonna sound dumb, like a duh moment for a lot of people, but it's just been fear. I've had a lot of issues most of my life in letting fear being a major deciding factor in choices I've made. It always seemed better to choose easier routes with clear instructions and known results. In other words, it was easier when the decisions were already made and I just had to follow the instructions laid before me. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Clear choices with clear results can be very good in maintaining a consistent life without needing to worry as much of the unknown. But on the same note, it doesn't leave room for much experiment and growth. There's a saying, from Thomas Edison, I believe, that he had failed to make the light bulb over 100 times. After finally succeeding, he said that he learned 100 different ways and reasons on how not to make a light bulb. He learned only one way to make one. As you could guess, he learned more ways from failure than he did success. That's where I think I need to be more okay with it myself, to experiment and fail. As I'm making this content, I need to be okay with experimenting around and accepting that I may have some flops here and there. At the end of it, though, I can learn what made it make or break. I've already learned that for some reason, some of y'all like listening to my yapping. I don't have plans of stopping that anytime soon. However, I think I'll mess around in some content. Besides gameplay and commentary like this, I want to try other videos and see how it does. I want to let go of the fear of failure and stop holding myself back. I've already started with this channel, but it's time that I really let go of fear and share my weird machinations of my mind to the world. As it is, it's forced me to learn even more with editing, and I think it's been cool now that I can put it to use. Anyone out there in doubt, it's okay to take the easy choices. Just don't let your life be ruled by them. Take some risks when it's safe to do so, and learn from your mistakes. It's easy to follow something already thought out with known results. It's harder to think and make decisions for yourself. But who knows? Through it all, it can be much more rewarding in the end, as it has been for me lately. Well, getting some of my thoughts out of the way there. Coming back, I'm setting up this charging station with some of the recipes that we just learned from the items we got for the train. And now we have a battery-powered charging station, so that way I don't have to find a gate one, and I can charge my equipment without issue. We're gonna just fast forward through a lot of this inventory management stuff and whatnot, as we are going to start making the components now to fix the electron pumps. That way we can get out of manufacturing once and for all. Just gonna experiment around. I am planning on catching pests to try and do stuff with that Cosmic Companion update. So building a trap here, making the solder with soup recipe of the silver scrap we got and metal scrap, making some extra because we can trade that solder with the blacksmith, seeing if we got anything there. And let's go ahead and make that trade real quick with him and see what else we can trade for. He did mention that he has parts that we're going to need, so we're gonna see just what we can get. Let's see. Optic lens, diode, fiber optics. Let's get the fiber optics from him for the solder that we have. Trade or you can get an anvil for security. CPUs, let's get diodes, and then I guess we're gonna have to make that reinforced hose real quick, so we'll but real quick, since we now have the tier 2 hacker, we can go up here, get the heck out of here. Alright, we'll kill your friend. Yeah, how do you feel about that? So I miss twice, that's a barren scene, we're just gonna leave that. But over here, in front of the blacksmith, right up here, is a little bobblehead of him, and I need something to climb on real quick, so bear with me a moment. You can go through here, a little shortcut, I guess. Not really sure if you really call it a shortcut. Get rid of that guy and that guy. Maybe get his radiation suit now, but we're gonna take this couch real quick to use as a little platform for us to reach that thing. Just get rid of that pest. Alright. We build it up. And it's good, and voila. We got a bobblehead of the blacksmith. Dude seems kind of crazy that... Well, I guess Warren also has a gate security bobblehead where he's at too, so... I guess they both have kind of inflated egos. They're traders, of course they do. Move it on back for your Gonna go ahead and make that reinforced hose, so that way we can trade for the diodes that we need. Or not diodes, the optic lenses, to finish up our list of components to bring to the synchrotron. But also, that fiber optic cable, we can combine it with this suitcase to make a healing suitcase. Now this thing is probably what we're gonna be using maybe for like the rest of the game, I want to say, for healing, because this thing just like outpaces most healing items in general. That it like instantaneous, but who knows? I haven't tried with new cooking recipes, and with the chemistry set, we may actually have like healing potions now. Make ourselves a better screwdriver, and yeah, I think that's gonna wrap us up for this week's video. So we're gonna go ahead and sign out, but next week we are going to get the heck out of manufacturing. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!